Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and Jon can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed, feel the light, join the ride, hold on.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fastlane. Proudly brought to you by Brightling Watches, Sunland Private Wealth, and eBet. Hello, you beauties.
It's the birthday boy.
Thank you very, very much.
Jeez, I must say you are looking fitter, stronger, younger. How do you feel
Take
today?
all those things. I'm feeling rough today. We had a big night. Cattle
did.
Baron, Franco, thank you. Let's see if our friend Villy's alive this morning. Should we send this? Should we call him? Let's call him.
Let's take a bet if he picks up or not.
Let's take a bet. I say
What do you say?
he doesn't pick up.
No, I say because it's your birthday, he's going to pick up.
You think so?
Yep.
Right, let's try and call him. Here we go.
Top of the morning to you,
He
birthday boy.
is up and he's about, ladies and gentlemen. Did you bet that
I
he'd
did.
answer?
I said he would answer.
You said answer, he answered, ladies and gents. The other side of a phenomenal evening, Villy Delport is up and about. Now, listen, Villy's had some interesting cars this week. Let's start with the cars we've been driving. Now, Villy, as he's probably wherever he is at the moment, in mid-interruption of whatever you're doing, bud, because we need you for a couple of seconds on the podcast. You've had the craziest week with cars. In actual fact, all kinds of cars. And one that's kind of grabbed your attention for a while has been the G63. Now, Roller Luxury Collection have got some incredible cars there, but that G63 is something else. And Villy, you've been on the verge of buying one, having one in the collection. If you look at the state of your collection, you know, what would give way to make way in your collection for a G-Wagon, possibly the Range Rover Big Body Vogue, maybe not. What was your take on that G63 this week?
Look, at first I thought, no, man, I don't like this car at all, you know. And then you start driving it and you start feeling, you know, the quality of everything and how rugged it is, and the doors close properly, and everything works properly in that car.
Yeah.
And you kind of start liking it. Takes you a little bit of a while, and eventually you're like, I do like this car.
I also know why Villy likes it, because when you put your foot down, that rumble of the V8.
Yes, that helps. That helps so much.
Yeah.
And I wanted, because the nice thing was he hopped straight out of that G63 into the GT, right? Now, the GT's got the same engine as the G63. It delivers the power differently, and it's a sports car compared to an SUV. What was it like hopping out of that G63 and into that GT?
Well, in actual fact, it's exactly the same thing, minus a ton and a half.
Yeah, and it's slightly lower to the ground.
Yeah, that's about it. Those are the only two differences.
And in terms of practicality, I mean, could you drive it as a daily? I always wondered.
Look, I really like the GT63. I think it's a very cool car. It's not something I'd want. It's not something I'd drive every day. It's just too low for me. I battle to get in, and I battle to get out. I'm a big boy.
Now,
where the G-Wagon does all of that, gives you all this. So the G-Wagon, in my opinion, and I never used to like this car, right? I never used to do that time for it, or even consider it being something that I would buy. But once you start driving it and you use it and you actually feel what it's about and why it was built, I mean, that's a car that was built for somebody that wants to make a little bit of an impression, better than a Bucky, for instance.
Sure.
And still be able to do all the things that a Bucky can do. Then there you go, G-Wagon, that's your car.
And you said something quite interesting when we were driving in it together. You said this thing is built for life. You buy this thing, and in 10 years' time, it's an iconic shape. It hasn't changed much in terms of its shape, but it's a kind of car that'll go forever.
Absolutely. It just feels like you can't kill that car.
Yeah.
You know, when you close the door, when you open something, when you turn a button, whatever you do, it feels like this is built to last a minimum of 10 years.
Yeah, you see the older ones on the road, I mean, they can go, they're fully capable off-road too. You know, as much as they look the part, they can go anywhere.
I want to quickly, before we say goodbye to Villy, talk motor racing, MotoGP. It started last week, and or talk quick Formula One, but also to say that Villy will be giving us feedback on a GT2 RS that arrives. Wow. Can you believe it? Huh?
Come on now.
Swear.
No, come on. No, Villy, we got to chat.
I know. Brandon, Roller Luxury Collection, thanks so much, mate. We really appreciate the incredible cars that we've had in the lineup. We'll let you know how that GT2 RS goes when we get to take delivery of that. But let me just quickly talk, guys. Massive petrol heads that love the show. Let's talk two-wheel motor racing last weekend. Marc Marquez.
Yeah, Marc Marquez brothers, you know, Alex and Mark, getting
the
first
brothers,
and second. I mean, we spoke off air about it the other day, William, myself and you, and we were just saying, imagine for Bagnaia having two brothers beat you, and the pressure's on. I mean, what a way to start. After he left Honda, went through this whole process of going to basically a private team to then get the works right, which now first race wins the sprint and the main race.
Yeah, that factory bike just suits him so well. And I mean, his riding style, we actually knew it last year already, but, nobody was confident.
Yeah.
But I think he's just told everybody to shut up.
I know. How's that for silence?
Yeah. And
silence. Like, guys, come on.
I'm still trying to figure out if he actually slowed down to make a race of it.
Yeah.
Or what he did. No one knows.
No one knows.
It's very odd.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Quickly, Formula One. Listen, come on. That can't be a true reflection of testing this week. Do you see he's sitting on top of the table?
Yeah, no. Listen, Carlos Sainz even came out. He just said, no, come guys, let's be honest. Yes, we were quicker than what the times were last year for Williams.
Yeah.
But there's no way. It's the guys sandbag. They play the mind games. They're not going to show all their cards. Even up to free practice 3, they're still not going to be foot to the floor. It's going to be where qualifying comes. Then we'll see really who is the fastest team this year.
Can't wait. We'll have a special episode of the build-up to the first Formula One of the season next weekend. Mr. Delport, thank you so much for literally stopping whatever it is you're doing, taking the call, and coming live on the podcast this morning.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Billy.
There's Billy. And then it is a very special morning this morning because, this week, as we talk about the fact that it's been a birthday week, right?
Yep.
And see if you recognize this voice. He is a good friend, in actual fact, a dear friend, both him and Etienne, and a former Formula One great.
Jeez, yeah.
with royalty surname. Who's this?
Hi, Ryan, my second best friend. Happy birthday to you. 49 years. What an age. I actually thought you were much older than me, but you aren't. So celebrate your day. Looking forward to see you and have a glass together. But okay, we have to wait until June. All the best.
Until June. We'll see him in Saint-Tropez. Ralph Schumacher, our dear friend. What a great guy. And he's got his own podcast out with Peter.
Yeah.
They do it for Sky Germany. It's a great podcast. Give them a like, give them a follow. And we'll have Ralph with us next week on the line. Ralph Schumacher will talk to us ahead of the opener to the Formula One season in Australia.
I know. And if you think about it, there's so much activity going on in Australia because there's a race of champions happening at the moment. It's happening tomorrow. So, it would be really cool if he could race in the race of champions, I
think he's too busy. I'll be honest with you. It's crazy times at the moment. They're preparing for the start of the season and massive Sky Germany is the biggest,
huge,
channel in terms of motorsport in Europe. And they deliver a great
how cool to have him on board. There's no one better to tell you the inside and outside of Formula One. Yeah. That's very cool. But race of champions, see all the former greats and current greats competing. I'm quite excited to watch that because it's really cool. And you see a good friend of ours and a friend of the show, Peter Solberg.
Yes.
He's competing. So come on, Peter.
Oh, man. Can you imagine if we get Peter and we get Ralph next week for the podcast? That'll be something special.
We have to.
That'll be lined up for next week. Listen, let's talk a little bit about, we spoke about what William's been driving.
Yeah.
And we've left something important out from Roller Motor Group. It's in our driveway. Have a look at this.
Hi to everyone, Mix.
Hi everyone.
What car were you driving? Tell us about the Merc.
I was driving a Merc CLE 300.
And?
Beautiful.
Nice?
Lovely.
You like the red leather?
Comfortable, lovely massaging seats. Got here all relaxed, ready to face the day.
Binky's review. That's it. There we go. We don't even need it anymore.
No, we don't.
That's
like
Binky's
this.
review
And
of the 300 CLE. As we talk all things cars, we've had three incredible cars because behind me as well is a very special vehicle that we've got to use in the past.
Growing on me now.
And listen, can you understand why I love that car?
Can I tell everybody, because obviously this was Ryan's birthday, so we took everybody in this bus. And I tell you what, as a bunch of hooligans, it was an awesome vehicle to take them in.
It's comfortable.
It is.
And as a driver, it's very comfortable.
Yeah, I enjoyed driving it. We went out to Paul, and for those who don't know, it's about 20 k's out.
Yeah, but further, but a 40k drive.
Okay,
40 minute
drive. And this van just cruised along so smoothly. You get up to speed and it just holds its speed so nice. You feel so safe at this great environment.
Told you.
A great environment. It's grown on me. I love it.
300D Mercedes-Benz South Africa. Thank you so much, Beata and your team, for letting the Fastlane use this. It is an absolute joy whenever we have the V300D.
It just looks like menacing and classy.
The upgrades
and
to the front and the back.
I love
Stunning.
it. Yeah.
Now, Now, from Mercedes-Benz, and we've had two of them in the stable this week, to
have.
the Porsche 992 Generation 1.
Let's just take a moment.
The backside on this 911 is just something else.
I mean, and you know, it's funny you say that because, I mean, let's be honest. You know, for people that don't know, they go, oh, it's the same. But it's not.
It's not.
It's the small tweaks that make it just get better and better. I don't know how they do it. All these years.
Oh,
you know,
it's such a great all-round car. The 911 is one of the greatest sports cars of all time.
I mean, when you drove it, or you were driving in front of me, the way it just holds the road, the way it sits, and you know, it's just getting wider, bigger bump, bigger front.
I love it.
It looks so aggressive, and without the rear wing, because you know me, I like the big, massive wing.
Chunky monkey.
But I do like it without the wing too. That's subtle sometimes. So it really suited you. I think I can see the smile on your face this morning driving the car.
Love it. Importantly, Roller Motors Roller Luxury Collection has this car. It's one of the only vehicles you're going to find. 992s are scarce as hen's teeth. This is a shade over 20,000 Ks on the clock for around 2.5 million. It is every bell and whistle.
Unusual colour, hey?
Beautiful colour.
You don't see a lot in this colour. You know, you see the silvers and the blacks and the whites, but this is actually really cool. Different colour. And what a pleasure to drive. And I mean, daily? Yes? No?
Daily,
can you drive?
absolutely.
So.
What a great daily. Incredible cars again in the Fastlane this week. Can't wait to see what we get next because it's a battle of the diesels. So you're going to want to watch this. John and I are going to be battling it out in possibly the biggest rivals when it comes to diesel sedans, Mercedes-Benz versus BMW.
That color, though. Yo.
You just have to take a moment and just stand and appreciate what they do with that manufacturer over all these years.
Unbelievable.
Small tweaks, but just make it better and better every single time.
Spot
and we
on.
just love the cars. I mean, we just, it's beautiful. Suits you.
Thank you. Listen, let's quickly, before we say goodbye, we're going to talk local motor racing because it's a massive weekend on the national scene.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's the national championship. And, you know, a lot of the Joburg Oaks, let's be honest, don't like coming to Cape Town to race. So glad they made the effort down here.
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Thanks, guys, for making the effort.
We'll be out there as well.
Yeah, we will. And, really exciting. Camping for the first time at Killarney. So that's going to be great. And it will be interesting to see how many people actually go ahead and camp. I'm sure there'll be quite a few. And, a nice way to start the morning with a little cup of tea and coffee, qualifying.
If there's any sleep at all, because I'm sure it's going to be festive.
That's also right.
Very festive.
Maybe they can create like the Bathurst and the Spa and Nürburgring type of environment, you know, if the Southeaster doesn't blow them to pieces and their bright coals away. But I think it's a cool idea. It was done many, many years ago.
Wake up in Langebaan. I went to sleep at Killarney. I woke up in Langebaan.
Yeah, it's possible. But nice idea. Nice that they're trying to do that. And we're trying to get more people back to Killarney, you know, back to the old days. And I think with the formulas that they're bringing out, and did you see the other day they had at Swartkorps, it was the round of like a Porsche Cup for the first time.
Yeah.
I think they had like 17, 18 Porsches. Very cool. I must say, I haven't wanted to get back into track racing, but looking at that, I'd very much like a chance to drive something in, like that. And it's great to see that there's sort of money coming back. Yes, it might be private, but you know, you need the private guys, the wealthy guys to bring the cars, start racing, gives opportunities for youngsters, sponsors maybe start to come back. So all good, positive.
Listen, a very special happy birthday to Gillian, who has a birthday today.
Yeah, she's flip a lot of people in March, a good friend of mine and my wife. So lots of partying, lots of festivities this weekend.
John's going to spoil you rotten this weekend. Folks, we will be at Killarney this weekend and we'll have a comprehensive look at the season ahead featuring the likes of our friend Ralph Schumacher, Peter Solberg, as we talk all things in the
Van der
Fastlane.
Linders. We've got all the guys lining up to chat to us this year with their new manufacturer. I mean, did you see just quickly, Calvin's driving with Valentino Rossi. How cool. He's a picture with, and I actually joked, I had a little dig. I said, how cool, to Rossi's Instagram. I said, how cool you get to drive with Calvin. You know, the fast, we always got to do it differently. But proudly South African, it's just awesome.
Oh, cool. Listen, like, subscribe, be a part of the community. We love that you're watching this. Please, give us feedback. Tell us what you like.
Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I can't forget. A huge thanks to two people. You'll have noticed that we've got someone's got new funky green leprechaun sunglasses, thanks to Seth at Oakley, and to Alex from Puma South Africa. The new kit that's there. If you're a fan of Squid Games or the Ninja Turtles, the latest in both of those collaborations. High Rocks is huge. It is massive. John and I are going to do some High Rocks soon. It just sounds, even when you say it, it just sounds like it's going to make you mugh. High Rocks, mugh. Huge thanks to Puma, the most amazing gear that's out, and we're stocked and ready to go for the season ahead. Thanks to everybody, Sundown Private Wealth, Breitling Watches, and of course, Villy and the folks at eBet. Like, subscribe, and we'll be back next week with another episode in the Fastlane.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and Jon can't be beat. can't be beat on the Fastlane. So sleek, so sleek. Gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah.